Hey. Hey. Sorry, y'all know I'll be trying to do a whole lot of shit in a little bit of time. Hey. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Good Shit Show. Y'all gotta do something real quick. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. It's Friday, April 5th. I am your hostess with the mostest, Nikki Lee. We are going to have a good show today. Hold on, I'm trying to get my guest situated. I appreciate y'all for allowing me to do all this. There we go. While I got y'all in my presence. How you doing? Okay, let's get started. Oh, let me tell these folks on Facebook to head on over because we live. We live. WMRR. Turn on your notifications, but I'm gonna get to all of that. Why is it not showing that we live right now? I probably didn't do this shit right, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. Anyway, but I haven't checked on Facebook. Why is it not? I'm a pretty face. No, I ain't gonna do that to myself. I'm definitely a pretty face, but when it comes to it is live. I'm gonna do this. Hey, it is live. Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, we can get into it now for real, because I'm good and I got shit together. Okay, hey y'all, come on in. I got 2 people watching. Thank you very much. It is Friday, and today is April the 5th. 2024, y'all, we made it to Friday. I don't know how y'all's week been, but it's been spring break in the Lee household, and these children have been getting on my motherfucking nerves all week. It's been a busy week. I will not complain though. We had a good, productive week. As always, I am Nikki Lee. I am your hostess with the mostest. Welcome to the Good Shit Show, which you can find each and every Friday night, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, only on WMRR Radio. Please make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe. What else you supposed to do? Like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on those notifications so you will be alerted each and every time WMRR goes live. We have a lot of live shows, so you'll be alerted. Okay, y'all know I gotta do my housekeeping. How you can find me? You can find me at I am Nikki _Lee on Instagram. I am Nikki Lee on Facebook. Simply Nikki Lee on TikTok. I wish I could have all of them together. Y'all, my wig. Thank you. I'm gonna need y'all my comments to tell me that my wig slipping. I need y'all to do that for me. Can y'all do that for me, please? Thank you. No, that's the wrong one. See, I'm messing with stuff. And this is how you truly learn, right? By trial and error. And I'm trialing and I'm erroring like a mother. So make sure you go ahead and like WMRR on all social media platforms as well. You will be alerted to when the show goes live, like now. Okay, I gotta do a little housekeeping. Follow us across social media at WMRR on Facebook and IG and on TikTok, which I just said, and subscribe to your YouTube our YouTube channel at WMRR South to automatically be entered into contests, giveaways, and free concert tickets. Come on, I love anything free. I don't know who is calling me spam likely. Like they don't know I'm on air with my good people. Darn it. So we gonna figure it out. All right, we got some trending topics. 10 years of Bliss. Y'all know it's the good shit show, so we talk about good shit. Happy 10-year anniversary to one of my favorite couples. I actually kind of want to see them be intimate. Don't judge me. Mr. and Mrs. Todd Tucker, which aka Candy Burris Tucker. They celebrated 10-year anniversary yesterday. Candy took to Instagram telling us that she loves her man, her man, her man. And despite what anybody has to say about her man, that's her man, and she's gonna stick beside him. Now, this couple actually met in 2011. Todd was working for a production team that was with Bravo, and they went on a trip to Africa, and like a witch doctor, like a voodoo priestess kind of a guy, told Candy that her husband was on this trip, and she had no idea that it was Todd at the time. Come on, somebody. Voodoo priestess. What my next husband at? Have I met him already? Is he tall, dark, and handsome? Tell me something. They say he's supposed to be specific. Specific is that word, not Pacific. It's specific. Hey, cousin. Shout out to my cousin. Hey, cousin. We had technical difficulties when you was here or supposed to be here. So we're going to bring you back. You let me know when you want to come back. Okay. Hey, boom. But shout out to Black Love, Candy, and Todd Tucker. I am here for it all. Next, moving on. So I don't know if y'all have seen snippets or clips of iHeartRadio, but we had a fangirl situation. Well, more like a fanboy because it's a guy. And his name is William Drayton Jr. Y'all know who that is? Does that name sound vaguely familiar? Going once? Going twice. Does anybody know who William Drayton Jr. is? Better known as Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav was fangirl bowing all over Cher behind stage at the iHeart Music Radio Awards that aired on this past Monday. Flavor Flav took to Instagram and said that he can cross this off of his bucket list. Meeting Cher was one of the things that he wanted to do before he died. He gave Cher all the praises for her contributions in the music industry. Cher definitely did take to the stage, and I was surprised to see her. She looked good to be like 70. I'm sure she even older than that. But she looked good. I think she was lip syncing though. Like it just. Do you believe in love after love? So it just wasn't sounding like she was live. But what she gave us was great, and I'm here for it for anybody performing still at that big age. And Cher is definitely the girl to do it. We're going to stay on the same iHeartRadio trend. What is it? This ain't Texas. And we don't hold them. I don't understand how everybody ain't Beyonce fan, but Beyonce got the 2024 Innovator of the Year award from iHeart Music, just for her tenacity of keep pushing forward. Beyonce keeps pushing forward, breaking barriers. She has changed the lives of like 8 Black country music artists that were not on the radar before. Act 2, Cowboy Carter. There's this one girl, I can't think of her name, but that I'm a Buckle Bunny. Hey, I'm gonna find y'all her name before it's all said and done. But yeah, we love Buckle Bunny. We love Beyonce. She still is breaking barriers and breaking charts. I think she hold like the top 26 slots on the Billboard Music Awards. Like how you and only you is holding that. That's because she a bad mama jamma. I see my guest. Hey boo, I'm gonna bring her on in a minute. I ain't finished quite yet. What we doing with BMF, y'all? I'm trying to watch BMF. I got a whole lot of stuff going on, and I be getting into it, and then I be getting out of it. What are y'all thinking? I need somebody in some comments tell me what we doing about BMF. I had to learn, and I can only do this with 50 Cent for whatever reason, but 50 Cent is a bully and a jerk. But I love the power verse. Like I have learned to compartmentalize with him. Like anybody else, I can't do it. Like R. Kelly, sorry, he was peeing on little girls, and I can't listen to your music no more. You know what I mean? But 50 Cent, like, you're a jerk. And I don't like for what you're standing for, but you produce such good shows. I'm like addicted, and that's so horrible. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think about BMF and what's going down this season. That Charles, he gonna wiggle his way right back into his wife's bed, which I mean, if you love him, you love him. Obviously, she's still in love with her husband. So get your man, Lucille. I love Lucille. Get your man, Lucille. Charles was working out like, see me? You see me? I'm sexy. You see me? You still mine. Go ahead, Charles. I'm not mad at you. And we're going to get into my celebrity birthdays real quick. Super producer Pharrell Williams turned 51 today. Pharrell, birthday Pharrell. Also sharing a birthday today, who turned 49, is Juicy J. 36 Mafia, super producer. Memphis, in-town. Do y'all say in-town? What's Memphis' little clip name? In-town. Juicy J turned 49. And last but certainly not least, I got this crush on this woman. My girl crush turned 52 today. No, yesterday. My birthday was April 4th, which is actually 30 days before mine. My birthday is May 4th. My name is Jilly from Philly, Jill Scott. Happy birthday, beautiful. We gonna do a happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Uh-oh. I'm fucking shit up. Listen, the spirit moved me in the office, and I had to sing to y'all my birthday song. Hold on. Why we ain't sticking back on here, though, is what I need to know. I need you to get back where you was at. This is so ghetto. Y'all with me? Okay. Well, how about I don't bang on the table no more? Okay, that's a little too high for me. Okay, that's fine. We back? We back. Y'all, I'm still figuring this shit out. Okay, happy birthday. Oh. Hi, Gwen DeVoe. I gotta talk to you, Gwen DeVoe. Just play the record. I'm gonna have to just play the record next time. Thank you, Gwen DeVoe. I gotta talk to you, Gwen DeVoe. Shout out to Gwen DeVoe. Are they older? We gonna see about that. I'm ready for my guest. This guest, the stylist, she is a creator, she is a producer, and she is a survivor. Y'all see her? Can she see me? Kimberly, I can see you. I can't hear you.
Okay, hold on.
I hear you, Kimberly Williams.
Let's see. I'm not muted. Oh.
Uh-oh. This Hey, Dion. Still no. Hold on. It might be me over here. Hey, I'm about to get up, and y'all about to see all this ass. Oh, you can hear me, Kim?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, hold on. Kim, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can hear you now.
You can hear me.
I can.
Good evening, and thank you for the view.
Hi, darling. I'm sorry, that was user error. Hey, Dion.
I said good evening, and thank you for the view.
Oh, you talking about that man?
You know what?
You
That just reminds me because I forgot what we do when we lose, 2.2 pounds. Well, actually it was more for you, but I see it, ma'am. You told me and now I see it. It's looking good. You looking good.
you you can see it.
I can see your weight loss.
I
Hmm.
thank you. Well, when you get put in the damn hospital and they be talking about high blood pressure and shit, you gotta change some stuff. So
Correct.
I had to change some stuff, and I changed it real fast.
Mm,
So I'm glad that you can see it.
I can see it.
It makes me feel good. Okay, so before we get started, would you rather?
Okay.
I know you are not completely with the shits, like I'm with the shit, so I kind of keep it PG.
Wait.
Would you rather take 10 children to an amusement park or dog walk 5 pit bulls?
Okay, I'm gonna have to say dog walk the 5 pit bulls because if I'm dog walking them, I know their temperament, and I would rather one of them get hit by a car than one of y'all's kids get stolen,
Oh,
or 10 children at an amusement park by myself. I know we're not supposed to say what we wouldn't ever do in life.
yeah.
That's a That's a strong one. That's a
Mhm.
strong no, never, ever, ever. So yes, I would rather be responsible. I'm a dog person. I'm a pet person. So
Oh,
I would love to take 5 dogs on a walk, regardless of their breed.
okay. We'll take that. Thank
Okay.
you.
Mhm.
Vacation. Are
Mhm.
you chilling on the beach in the Caribbean, or are you going to Mount Rushmore to conquer the top of the world?
Definitely going to Mount Rushmore. I'm not impressed with the Caribbean
Ooh,
right now.
you going to Mount Rushmore?
Mm-mm. I
Or Mount
prefer Mount,
Everest, or
yeah,
whichever one of them damn.
Fuji, because that's outside of Tokyo. So if I got to choose the mountain, I'm gonna say Fuji.
Okay. But
So
it's
that I
mountain
can,
and not beach.
yeah. But I'm not impressed with the Caribbean. That's a whole other conversation within itself. I think that for the money, I see where because you're asking this question to someone who is extremely well traveled. So
Mhm.
like,
Extremely.
yeah, I mean, most people gonna be like Caribbean, but I don't like how they're charging people like in Jamaica and different places, and the roads are not paved. An ex-boyfriend of mine had a terrible accident on a back road. And I feel like for what we spend, like when I go to Mexico, I see the money we spend.
Yeah.
So that tells me that there's a lot of money being made that's not being spent properly.
In the Caribbean
In the
countries.
Caribbean, like Bahamas, and you see all those
Or
service
no.
workers. And I always try to tip them because they're not being paid with their, adequate wages. And so for me, I have an issue. I would rather go to a place with people that looks like me, but I
Yeah.
need to see where my money is working for the aesthetic. Like you're not going in Jamaica, they
Understood.
got old resorts. They give you, bottom tier food. And there's only like 2 or 3 resorts in Jamaica that stay booked up that are supreme. So I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to, I changed it from Rushmore to Fuji. I'm going to
To
Fuji.
Fuji.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because Rushmore is like with the presidents on it, right?
Yeah, I don't seek out white men. They might seek me out, but I don't seek them out.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then lastly, it's hot girl summer is coming. Mm-hmm. Are you more of a athletic type of build when it comes to your partner, or do you like bears?
Like bigger guys?
Yeah, like plus size men. This is always an interesting answer for me.
So somebody out there is not going to agree with me, but my answer is never yes or no. I swear. I'm so sorry. I like who likes me. That's the first point of attraction, because everybody, the ugliest dudes have the biggest heads and the biggest egos out there. And so you give one ugly dude, one skinny dude, one built dude, one fat dude a chance, and then all of a sudden he feels that he can take on any woman, any relationship. So the point of entry to dating me is to truly, genuinely have a love to get to know me. I'm not going to say in love with me, but if you're into me, I'm interested in getting to know you.
So it could be either or. It don't matter.
No.
Short, tall, big, it don't matter.
Middle Eastern, white. I don't seek white men, they seek me.
You do this nationality.
Well, I mean, I haven't had a long-term or even I haven't dated a white guy since I lived in New Orleans, but I'm open to it.
I like a good old I can't do like a Rick Ross. I can't do like a Biggie. I got titties and he got titties. Like who's sucking who? Like sorry y'all. But I can't do it. Like you gotta be like, if you're gonna be bigger, you gotta be kind of you gotta be with it. Hey Terrell, thanks for watching.
But you know what? The swag though, because the thing is, the right guy to handle you, you don't know. See, never say never, Nikki. This is what I'm learning now that we're in our 40s. This is what I'm learning. Don't say what you won't do. Don't ever say what you won't do.
But I've done it before, and that's how I came to the conclusion that I don't, it's confusing on who's sucking on who titty.
But honey, you're thinking about the physical, and I'm telling you that right man meant, okay, that is important. It is very important, but the right man will get your mental together and you will look past all of that.
And he just can't have titties.
I mean, all big guys don't have titties.
A lot of them do though, friend. I can't do it.
Okay, so what if he said,
y'all that can though? I just can't.
Okay, and I get it. You have to have your standards, and I'm not disrespecting or looking past your standards. What I want you to understand is because you're a person that's moving back out into the single world, doing your thing. And I'm sure your audience knows that. I hope I didn't just put no information out there because you speak about it. But I want to say that in regards to that, you got to keep an open mind, because you never know when you have that one-sided vision of who it is that you want to date, the type of people, you miss out on so many types of blessings, however they come. Some for a good time, some for a long time. You never know. So I just want you, friend, to, keep your mind open.
It's open. Like I did a short guy, 5'8".
I would too.
5'9". I did a short guy.
Yeah, I would too.
Not so much. unbuckle my bra strap and I'll unbuckle yours. But let's go ahead and move on. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
for that.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to talk about first? We're gonna start at the beginning. We're gonna
Mm.
start at the end and move our way back. How you want this to go? Because I'm about to be like, what's your inspiration? What inspired you? Kimmy, the stylist that we all know and love. How did you get here?
Oh gosh. Um, wow. It's a great question. I don't think I've ever been asked that. I've definitely taken breaks along the way. So the fact that I'm at this moment, it's something about this pursuit that I can't leave alone. And it has to be bigger than me. It has to be God's plan, because if I had my choice, I would be ducked off. I've said this a million times. If I had my choice, I would not be in any on any type of platform. I wouldn't be promoting any type of business. I would be getting my money quietly just off somewhere. And I think that's important to know, to understand how much I love what I do, because my personality is to quietly live my life. The fact that I can't leave, like, if you look at my bio, I've had like 7 or 8 different types of gigs in the industry. And that tells you that, I mean, we've always, as long as I've known you, we've worked on reinvention of ourselves. And whatever
Right.
season we were in, it was always some sort of reinvention. So I have to say that, first things first, if I had my choice, I would not be in the spotlight, because it's difficult. It's hard. Like what we do, I hear a lot of opinions. I hear a lot of opinions on produced events, um, photo shoots, campaigns, anything that has to do with the plus industry, writers, bloggers. I hear so many opinions. However, if you've lived in any capacity in one of these roles, then you would understand that, it's not easy, it's not cheap. We don't have brands, we're not white. The typical average person that we see on TV promoting any product is a white woman, period.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
women of color, and brands are not, until recently, they definitely weren't interested in doing any type of investment towards anything that looked like us. Um, and so, because of that, for a lot of years, we were our own financiers. We were our own banks. We were the only ones putting the money behind anything that you saw. So, to be opinionated and you've never had to execute a plus size blog, you've never executed produced a plus sized or curvy fashion show, you've never, I heard Gwen was on the line. Shout out to Gwen. We just gave her flowers yesterday.
When I'm calling you, because we gotta talk.
Um, to be in her space, to be in her presence, to hear, for her to drop gems about her time navigating this industry when nobody was giving money, when nobody was listening to what we needed, is huge. It's huge. So, how I got here was not easy, because I have started, stopped, reinvented myself, took a break, cried, took a break, aired it out, talked to people like Nikki and Shanice and different people that I truly call friends in this industry, let it out, started again, random calls from like Maui, like, are you still doing, and to, we talked about this yesterday too, Nikki, like, to our accountability partners that saw something great in us that wouldn't let us quit. Part of the reason why we've evolved to this, for any of us have evolved to this point. When I started out, I just had a love for fashion, and it was one of the most difficult times because there was nothing that looks like what we have today available.
Right.
Nothing. So we you had to, like, some of the most creative minds took flight in like early 2000s, early 2010s, because we were tasked with trying to look like our individual selves and not like everybody else, without taking, like, when Lane Bryant would put out like one or two cute things and everybody were going to get it. And I've been to so many events in that time frame where everybody had on the same thing, or I could, now I wouldn't say everybody, but like two or three people you could spot either, on social media or out at an event where they would have run into the same thing. And that's unfortunate. And we don't have so much of that anymore because thank goodness we have so many different options. But navigating through that time frame when we really didn't have a lot, and then you had to have money, like, to go to Lane Bryant. Lane Bryant was and still is one of the most expensive places to shop.
Sure is.
So when we look past that, and I say that some of the creative minds surfaced, it's because we were tasked, especially if you called yourself a stylist or had clients, you were getting things made, which means there was no fast fashion available. There was, and then Ashley Stewart would give us a few gems. I mean, you really had to be creative. So I took a stab at everything that somebody trusted you to do. I wrote, tried to contribute in a time where we didn't have any plus size representation in the media. I worked for Fashion Bomb Daily. And getting relevant news and pictures was so difficult because Claire was not, she was really, and still is really, I think she's more open to it now, but she was really on her couture thing. And I'm like, girl, you're a Snickers bar from not being able to fit that couture. And you're not open to me talking about Gabby Fresh wearing a new bomber jacket that Boohoo has put out when Boohoo expanded their plus. When they expanded their sizes, that was a big deal. And she's like, yeah, but it's not the price point. I'm like, no, customers can afford this and we need to talk about it because Gabby Fresh was spotted out in it. And they need to know that Boohoo is now another option for us next to ASOS and whoever else was popping at that time. She didn't want to talk about that. So she only wanted to feature, let me see. Occasionally, you'll see like a Queen Latifah in Escada for an award show. What is that? Once, twice a year. And then it's not a realistic article because they made that specially for her. So it's not something that you could go to Saks and be like, oh, I want the dress that Queen Latifah had on. Or even Niecy Nash when she was heavier. She was like a 12, 10, 12. Finding those things, a lot of times they were even custom made. So that was a struggle. I then moved into blogging for Sean Milson, which was interesting.
Shout out to Atlanta's own Sean Milson, the celebrity stylist to the stars here in Atlanta. I work for her as well. She's good boss, good boss.
So the thing that I need to let people know about Sean is when I met her, she wasn't into plus anything. And I had to have a couple of conversations with her to say, hey, you're popping off this boutique. You got to embrace plus. And people will respond to that because even though you're a size like 0 2, it doesn't matter. They want to be represented in any way. We'll take it. We'll take it. And right now you're doing Kim Zolciak and different people on Housewives. You got people watching you. And plus size women spend money. So that was one of our early
money like we drug dealers though.
We
do spend money.
We spend money, and I let Sean know.
We spend money.
From there, very few people know this because I don't toot my own horn. From there is where we saw a beautiful relationship of Sean hiring Nedra. I am the person responsible for that.
Was that you?
Nedra will tell you at any point. I'm the person that put them together.
That's what's up.
I'm the person that told Sean that she needed someone. And then at that time, our Nedra was our Naomi. You know, in that moment, she was like, you know, Gwen had given her that platform at so many shows, you know, the quality shows, Nedra was being featured. So, and then the audience took to her. So from there is where she was able to hire Alexis. Shout out to Alexis. So it took, you know, I mean, many plus size models have had great visibility with Sean. And then I became kind of like in the time that I was living in New Orleans, if you were doing anything plus, people were calling like, hey, we'll be there for Essence, or I want to do a fashion show there. So it became like just a regular thing to get those types of calls. And Essence was really my time to shine. Super Scent was first getting her visibility as because she was super curvy then. So she was getting her visibility as not only as just like, she wasn't considered an influencer then, but she was more of like an Instagram or Facebook personality with her skits. So from there, she started hosting, and then, you know, she took off. So we got a lot of calls to link with her. I linked with her management. I'm still good with her management. I've managed models, produced shows, or even lent my consulting to shows just for proper execution of looks down the runway. Definitely styled. When I was living in New Orleans, I styled Mia X for about 3 years.
Rest in peace. She passed away, right?
No.
Are you sure?
Mia X? No.
What New Orleans female rapper passed away recently? Well, within the last 2 years. Oh, I'm gonna have to find that out. I'm sorry, Mia, for putting you in the grave way before you're supposed to have.
Yes,
there was a rapper from New Orleans that passed away. I'm about to Google it right now, but go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't mean to disturb your flow like that.
No, because I don't want to put nobody in no early grave. But
yeah, I'm about to Google it right now. My bad.
But at the time, she was pushing her cookbook, and she was they were starting to do like some resurrection of No Limit shows. Because she's really not like a super dressy person. So that was a little difficult because she's good with like some leggings and a t-shirt. Like she's very chill in her element in New Orleans. But we produced some really beautiful looks for her. And shout out to all the boutiques that used to support me, like Boutique 11.5 and Curvaceous. Because they were doing their big ones in that time frame. Yeah, right. They were the most consistent that I could get with. Everybody else was kind of like, my thing was, if Mia X calls you and she needs a dress, you gonna charge her for it? And I was like, hey, she ain't gonna wear it again, I'll send it back. They wanted us to buy everything.
Right. The life of a stylist. I was talking about Gangsta Boo. Sorry, Mia X.
Yeah.
Mia X is still alive and well and kicking.
Yes.
Gangsta Boo from Memphis. Girl.
Yeah, and not even the same place. I'm thinking, are you talking about Magnolia Shorty, who died so many years ago? But no, nobody from New Orleans that I know.
It was Gangsta Boo I was talking about. I'm sorry, Mia X. Longer than it is.
So, I would say the last part of my evolution of the things that I've done would be I always had an interest in designing. And that just came with the stylist territory. And I decided I didn't want to style anymore. So from there, I just said, let me just do a few distinct pieces and see how well they're recepted. If the reception is good, I'll put some money behind it. And I'd started, actually, the other thing I left out was I started a boutique, which only seemed right because of just all that I had done. I was like, let me try my hand at, owning a boutique. But that was 2014, and the availability of things, unless you were doing big numbers like a Curvaceous or Boutique 11.5, where you get the custom options,
Right.
it just puts you in the same pool of everybody selling the same thing. And I know you can remember that time frame where we all were literally like selling the same pieces. And it was at that point just really a matter of price point. That was the only thing that differed, like how they styled it versus price point.
Right.
And so that wore out really quickly because I was like, I don't want to offer my customers this. Like, I got to be annoyed with 10 other boutiques selling the same thing. And so that also helped me to migrate into designing more, just to see, trying out fabrics, and designing is not for the weak. For the spectators that say, oh, you should do this, you should do that. Y'all need to understand that what it costs to produce one sample is sometimes as much as your mortgage.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it
I
is.
didn't know that either.
The reason why is because sometimes you have an idea for a fabric for, getting this, you see a fabric and you want to test it out. Because for me, I take it a step past just the actual sample. I need to wash it. I need to test it against other materials. And so when you're doing that one sample, you're also not charged a factory price. You're charged for a sample, which includes your the creation of a pattern. Well, you know how difficult it is from you working with Lavender's Jungle to create a pattern with no pattern for our body type.
Right.
So, you do a pattern, you try it out, you make changes, you do another one, and you have to do that until it's correct. Tweaking, adjusting. So yeah, you definitely can spend quite a bit. And then when you go to execute, like I had an issue with one of my factories recently where you go to execute and I was pissed at them because I said, y'all didn't scale the sizes to the proper length. Scaling in designing is important because Nikki, who's 5'10", and Kimberly, who's 5'8", or let's just say I'm 5'4". Yeah, I might be petite. I'm not 5'4", but I might be considered petite. But I still need the scaling for each size. If I'm a 14 and you're a 16, should be a few inches different. They literally.
You so see it? Simona said, "Oh my God, Kitty!
That's my girl. That's my number one. She's my number one.
She said, no lies. The first sample never works. Wash it, wear it, and wash it again."
That is my girl.
Yeah.
That is my girl. That's Boutique 11.5.
Yeah. Hey, Simona. How you doing?
Mona, I've shouted you out like 4 times. I don't know how long you've been on here, but I didn't say your name, but I said Boutique 11.5 because you've been in the thick of things with me. It's my girl.
Right.
She's come to Houston so many times. Like, I love her. And she's married with a lot of kids. She got a lot of kids and she will take off and leave them. I love her. Mona, I love you.
Hey, Simona, we love you too. Boutique 11.5 was definitely holding us down.
Listen, her husband was like, man, hold on. You've been going to see Kimmy a lot. I'm going to have to go next time.
Y'all getting into them Houston streets?
Oh, and
Listen, I'm
she's a
running.
rider. She's a rider, and I'm a roller. She don't never question where we going. She trusts me. She trusts my opinion. I hold her down. She holds me down. She is a true epitome of what this industry has brought me in a ride or die. Mona, I love you.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay, so we got 15 minutes left. So let's talk about 2024 Coachella.
Let's get into it.
August 5th, Coachella Day? What is that about?
So 2024 Coachella in a nutshell will look a lot like 2023, but nothing like different and alike at the same time. Of course, life has lifed since we had 2023 Coachella, which was beautiful, amazing. Shout out to you if you attended. Shout out to you if you were present for any part of it. It's not only taking same place during the same time frame, first weekend in August, and that will forever belong to us. Don't ever make plans, y'all, other than being in Houston the first weekend of August. We're still centering this event around the plus size experience. What I took away from 2023 is that I needed this experience to encompass more than just the shopping experience. What I got back from, because we sent out a survey, and we got a lot of positive feedback that if you didn't have tough skin from this industry, your feelings would be hurt. But my feelings were not hurt. I took it, I gave it to my team, we looked at it, and just some of the feedback was it should have been longer. We should have had more networking. No kids. Make it about the woman. Like if I left my kids, I don't want to see kids in this space. I want to shop and bond with my girls. More Houston nightlife, more networking. I took all of that. And what people may not know, if you don't follow me or just haven't closely kept up with Coachella since we wrapped, 3 weeks after Coachella, I did a bilateral mastectomy of my right breast, which removed the cancer. I had stage 4 inflammatory breast cancer. And so I was given a 30 to 40% chance to live. I did Coachella with the thought of this is my last chance, like this is my last year. And I didn't tell anybody what other than my team that I was going through that, because I said, if this goes on, the instruction I gave to my team and my brother, who also produces trips and events, he's actually doing a trip with Jesse Wu the first weekend of June to Cartagena. But I told him, I said, Lewis, and my brother and I are very close. I said, Lewis, if once I go, because we were already kind of preparing for me to transition. I said, once I go, I need you to keep Coachella going. I know it's not your aesthetic, your thing, not aesthetic like saying he won't let a big girl slide in his ear, but I'm like, your normal group of people is like travelers, and that's your focus. So let me repeat and say that properly. I know it's not your normal focus, but I need you to keep this going because it's important to me. And he said, absolutely. So that was the instruction that I gave him. And that was the instruction I gave my team, that Coachella will go on in my name. And here I am, still here, still kicking.
Won't he do it? I didn't know if you were going to talk about it. I wasn't going to press, but how important is it for, or what's the message you would give women? What was your indications? What was your, if you don't mind talking about it, if you mind, we can skip over, but as a preventive measure, or what were your signs? Like, how did you find it? Mm-hmm. This conversation could save life.
Yeah, it really could, because I didn't play with the fact that I noticed a lump in June of 2022. And the thing is, the type of breast cancer that I was diagnosed with And I don't mind ever talking about it. If you follow Curvchella or follow me on IG, DM me, and we can always have a discussion by phone. I want to help as many people as I can, because my particular cancer, which I think this only happens in a small percentage of breast cancer diagnosed, moved at a very rapid pace. So if you find a lump, don't play with it. It's also very relevant to me taking the steps, because who is diagnosed with breast cancer and then decides to produce a event with over 350 attendees? I was
Kim,
blessed with over 350 attendees, and
Kim,
Mhm. I was tired. I couldn't walk some days. I was dependent on all my friends. I was, just thinking like, am I going to live to see this event go down? Like, it was crazy. So it's extremely relevant, because I want people to understand that when you find the lump, number one, move on it. I don't care if you don't have insurance, because I've been an entrepreneur that didn't have health insurance, and I would have took my butt right down to the county and started that process. Probably would have got a better reception, because county insurance is good. Don't act like it ain't, okay? But it's still a form of insurance. And better yet, let them bill you later. Like, when it comes down to it, they're going to see you, they're going to move on it. From there, I followed the steps. I'm fortunate to live in a city, the city of Houston, where MD Anderson is the #1 cancer center in the world. And I went through the steps that was necessary, which was chemo immediately, bilateral mastectomy, and then radiation, which ended in December. I was thinking, I'm going to plan this one Curvchella, and if it flops, no problem. I'm probably going to be, deceased soon. But if it, like the saying, like, okay, if you launch it, what if it flies? And it flew. So many women came to me and said, thank you for giving us, thank you for, in a time that, I know most of the people that produce the other events, Crusade of Curves, Lifestyle Honors. I know those people personally. No competition, no nothing. It was just like, hey, guess what? White and other women have all sorts of events every single month, every single week. We are in the curvy industry. We have 2-3 things a year, maybe. So there was room, there was opportunity, there was space. And so after 2023 was completed and I got the feedback, I knew that if I was going to reattempt 2024, that it needed to reflect the feedback, not only the feedback that I was given, but more of what I wanted to see that I didn't see in 2023. So we are calling 2024 Coachella Retreat Week. It is a solidified 5 days. It does begin Thursday, August 1st. And we are looking for women to attend from all over the world. You won't be bored. You won't be hungry. You won't be tired. And I'm telling you that the people that are, you're going to get something, whether you just come to the girls' night out that Nikki is hosting on Friday night. Hey, girl.
Say that one more time. For the people in the back that did not hear you.
Friday night, girls' night out. And that's our actual shopping expo. Friday night from 5 to 9 p.m. VIPs, you get to start shopping at 4. Will be hosted by my friend, my confidant, my industry mate and colleague, Miss Nikki Lee.
And for y'all who don't know who Nikki Lee is, that's me.
The ultimate thrifter, ultimate host, ultimate like friend. She is the friend you want to see. She is the friend you want to have. Very personable, loves to take pictures, loves a good time.
I don't meet a stranger. I'm gonna talk to everybody that show up. Hey girl, what you doing? What you got in your bag? Let me see it. You know.
And
Everybody.
she's actually a good person to be a part of, because we are labeling this a closet sale. We will have boutiques there selling things. We will have regular vendors, but we will have some notable influencers as well as myself selling their closet. Because one thing that when Nikki and I talk, and we speak often, we talk about life and the recession. And in my mind, what I always saw was in the previous year, I wanted things to be affordable for everyone. I am a person that comes from a home where when growing up, I had one, maybe two pairs of jeans. I don't want people to feel like, well, in order to hang, because we got a lot of this in the industry, in order to hang with Kimberly and Nikki, I have to be able to buy full price items at Eloquy. Nah, you don't know us at all. You don't know us at all. If you know my mantra, and if you've known me since I styled, if you've known me since I've worked in the industry, if you've known me as a friend or acquaintance, you know I am big on repurposing and reselling my closet. I am big on taking a bag of clothes and saying, hey, Nikki, you lost weight. Your focus right now is your kids. You want to use your money for other things. Girl, come to this, come get this bag of things I have. I've never been above thinking about every type of consumer. And I don't know if it's just the business person in me, if it's the curvy girl in me, I've been a lot of sizes. So I get, I've been a 14, I've been a 24. I know what it's like to have to build a closet out. And we talked about that when we did our IG Live. Curating a closet doesn't happen with you going to Macy's. Shout out to Macy's. You going to Macy's and buying every single thing you need that day. The true curation, and the stylist in me wants to say, Nikki Free has a sequin skirt. I need you to go over there and get it. It's $10 because I need your closet to have that for when we're doing a podcast event or when you're interviewing Gwen or whatever may be going on. I'm going to be on the floor at this event, walking around, looking to see who has what and putting people like together with those pieces that they absolutely need. That should be pennies, because we said that if you're doing a closet sale, we don't want nothing over $25. Don't come there thinking you're going to do your big one.
Right. Don't try to bust nobody over the head. This ain't what we doing. I get it. Yeah, just for the sake of time, friend, because every time we get on the phone,
not 2 minutes left. What happened?
We got 2 minutes. I'm gonna go over a little bit because I still got to do. Can I just vent real quick? Which I'm gonna let you answer that as well. Normally I go over my can I just vent, but I haven't.
Take over from here. Go ahead, girl.
Well, just to close out. You give us the date. Tell us how people can find you on all social platforms and your website. So when the tickets go on sale, we get these mugs sold out.
Yes, Lord. I'm claiming sold out. Okay. First of all, thank you, Nikki, for the opportunity. I got some attendees here in the comments, and they telling you, one of them I saw said she was polishing her knees up because the other thing I didn't add was the turn up. And if you come into my city, one thing about it, you won't be bored. That's number one. Number two, Coachella.com has a tentative itinerary listed, and it'll give you an idea of what that 5 days will look like. August 1st through August 5th. So Thursday to Monday. We were honored in 2023 by the city of Houston. Our departing African-American mayor gave us a day and said, thank you for your contribution to the city. And that our day of service is August 5th. So we end our 5 days with some very purposeful things that we'll be doing over our croissants and community. You can wear your pajamas. So 1st through 5th, nice full itinerary, beautiful time that you will have in the city. If you trust me and you know me, you know you're not going to come here and you will not be disappointed by your experience.
Janine is your biggest co-signer. She talking about don't be scared. We had so much fun last year.
Period.
Okay.
So at Coachella is our Instagram, CURVCHELLA, Curvecella for the Insta, curvecella.com for the tentative itinerary. And also, I want to ask if you want to email me or send me a message through the website. If you're an influencer, if you're a model, if you just think you want to be a part in some way and you believe in what we believe in for this experience, please let me know. And Janine is one of our ambassadors that flew in from the great city or the great state of New Jersey.
Hey, Janine, you all right? Y'all had earthquakes or something over there, right? Hey, earthquakes up in New York and New Jersey and stuff.
Yeah,
it was. Janine, y'all all right over there? So thank you so much, Kim. I am so excited. I'll see you in a couple weeks for Lifestyle Honors.
We'll be there.
We gonna paint the town red, as Doja Cat said. Okay, good, y'all fine. But that's all the information that you need to find Kimmy and information, the itinerary about the event. Houston. Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all ain't never been to Houston, Texas before.
Ma'am, let them know. Let them know. Who looking for a husband or a boyfriend?
I don't know, but he in Houston probably.
He's in Houston waiting on y'all to come.
They so gentlemen like. They all kind of look like slimmed up with that beard, and they tall, and they talk with a twang, and they bow-legged and wear cowboy boots and hats. Lord,
friend, the Hispanic man was trying to get to Janine. Let me tell you what, child. I don't know if they looking for black, that's cool, but all ethnicities was about these curves. Just saying.
Come on, Janine.
Janine had them swaying, baby. She had them swaying.
Ariba. Okay, so thank y'all so much for that. Let's get to this. Can I just vent real quick? Because I'm going over my time. Here we go. Nikki Lee, can I just vent real quick? I need your advice. I need your advice. I have a friend. We've been close for a really long time, and I recently found out that she was sneaking around with an old fling of mine. And to make it worse, she was doing it when I was still messing with him. Oh, wow. At the time, I looked past it, but now I can't get over what else she might be lying about. My boyfriend now says it isn't worth it, but knowing she lied to me for years and I had to find out from someone else is so crazy. What should I do? You are my guest. I am the epitome of Southern hospitality. You answer this first.
So they were friends and they're no longer a friend.
I think they are still friends.
Okay.
Yeah, they're still friends.
So what I'm going to say is anybody that would do that, I don't keep people around me that I can't trust. Mm. I don't keep people around me that I don't trust. Hey, y'all on IG, we're live with Nikki, and I'll send the link from our show. Nikki, if you free after this, I'm gonna add you to this.
Well, I already blocked it out. I saw you was going live right after this show. I said I'm going on over there.
We got a lot to talk about. Y'all, let's have those tough conversations. But I know when we talk about let's set standards, certain particular standards with men, let's also set particular standards with women. And what I want to say is it's not okay to have anybody around you, because here's the thing. If you're my friend, you're coming to my house, you're riding in my car. I don't want to be seen out with you and we're doing something, we're at brunch. And then people are looking and saying, now Kimberly's such a genuine spirit. Why does she have Nikki with her who is dating her ex behind her, or dating her, guy behind her back?
Dating her dude when she was dating.
Right. So I just have to say, don't be afraid when you release something that you don't want to release. That always means that there's something better for you. And I literally prayed prior to this year that the Lord would bring me women who were like-minded, that I did not have to be the encourager all the time, the financier, all the things that you go through with friendships. Let her go.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. She was dating him. Now, okay, so I feel like because there's girl code, right? And there's girl code. Me, myself, personally, I'm a different breed. If there was a guy that we just talked and we hooked up maybe a time or two, but there was no real love invested in it, time invested in it. If I ain't cried to my girlfriend over this dude,
Right.
and they so happen like, hey, start kicking it, like I don't, whatever, y'all do y'all, because she may bring out something in him that I wasn't able to bring out. So go ahead. Now if I done played, I'm gonna bust the windows out my car. If he and I have had children together, if you were in my house and you know my business about him, and I done cried over him, and you mess with him after the fact, I can't fool with you no more.
Right.
Because you were
why
my
is it a secret? Why
right.
is it a secret? I don't think that if you're cool with me and I know how you are, if we're friends and I know how you are, I'm gonna be like, hey girl, your ex came to me and was trying to date me. But I didn't know y'all dated previously. Now, I mean, he told me that we're friends and he brought it up to me. So how do you feel? Because we've been talking for a few
Do
weeks.
you mind?
Right. Do you mind? That's a conversation
Right.
that two adults should be able to have.
Right.
And if you tell me there's an issue with it, then, and I value my friendship with you. Yeah.
Right.
Sorry on IG, if y'all are getting a background noise, I don't know. I may have to leave out and come back in. Are you getting a background noise to prepare us for this next hour? Okay.
Once a man has approached my friend or dated, I'm not dating it, and I'm telling. Janine, not for me. Let me put this on. Once a man has approached my friend or dated, I'm not doing it, and I'm telling.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it, Janine. That's a ride or die right there. We appreciate those types. So for confused friend, I'm gonna have to let her go. I can't trust you. I can't have nobody around me that I can't trust. So
life is too short to keep that type of situation around you, because if she did that to you, what else will she do?
Period, Pooh. All right. Since I got Kim, we got to be short-winded with this. Give us our motivational moment. You good with motivational moments, and then I'll close the show out.
Well, I'll say it in a prayer type, not a prayer. I won't pray, but I want to say that I wish all the good things for everybody. And don't be afraid of letting go, just to support. What was the segment called? What would you do?
Oh, can I just vent real quick?
Yeah, can I just vent real quick? So to support the advice that I gave, I want to say that don't be afraid to let it go, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a routine that you know is not working for you, whether it be a particular habit. Typically, there is something better for you waiting on the other side of fear. And that's something that my grandmother, may she rest in peace, used to say. On the other side of fear lies something huge, something amazing.
You just got to let go. Take that first step and let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I appreciate you, Kimmy. I appreciate all of y'all for watching. I got some new faces I hadn't seen. This is my 5th show, and I think this is the most views I've had. Come on, Kimmy, with the views. Thank y'all for coming. And as always, I'll be here next Friday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Go ahead and follow WMRR on all social media platforms. You can follow me on IG. I am Nikki_Lee. I am Nikki Lee on Facebook, simply Nikki Lee on TikTok. And as always, get on your shit. Stay on your shit. Stay out of shit. And always be the shit. Thanks for watching the Good Shit Show. Bye.